Hello everybody, today we are going to be talking about BEDMAS. So, BEDMAS is what we use to determine the order of operations that we complete an equation. So, let me show you what each of these letters stands for. BEDMAS has 6 different letters, and they all stand for a different operation. Some of them you might have heard before, some of them you might have not. That's okay. So B is our first one, and it stands for brackets. Then we have E, which stands for exponents. Then we have D for division, M for multiplication, A for addition, and S for subtraction. Alright, now in case you've never seen what brackets look like or exponents, they look something like this. Brackets are just 2 curved lines. And I'm actually going to make these ones purple. Brackets are just 2 curved lines. Exponents look like this. It's a number, so this X right here is just representing a number. We don't know what this could be. It could be 2, it could be 7. We really don't know what this number is. It doesn't really matter. And this 2 up here can also be any number. So it could be 9, it could be 110. It really does not matter what this number is. But I'll show you what it means. Oops. So, what an exponent means is to multiply by the same number. So, say I gave you 5 squared. That 2 means squared. This is like saying 5 times 5. If I gave you 7, 4, this is like saying 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. And if I gave you 3 to the 10, this is like saying 3 times 3 times 3, 10 times. Alright? That's just a quick rundown of exponents in case you've never heard of them, because usually exponents are a new thing to a lot of students. Alright, then we have division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction that I need to mention before we continue on. So, division and multiplication and addition and subtraction, these are kind of special. They don't have to work in this order. So we do need to do brackets first, and we do need to do exponents right after. But you can kind of think of division and multiplication and subtraction and addition as one together. So we can do division and multiplication. Oh, I just realized that is an M instead of a multiplication symbol. I'll fix that. Oops. Silly me. Alright, there we go. So I can do division and then multiplication, or I can do multiplication and then division. It really does not matter. These ones, it kind of just depends on the order of the equation. Same with addition, subtraction. I can do addition and then subtraction first. That's fine. But I can also do subtraction and then addition. It does not matter. It all depends on the equation. So say I was given the equation 3 times 2 divided by 6. In this sense, I can do my multiplication before I do my division, because in equations we work right or left to right. So because these two are together, I can work left to right. Same if I were given the equation 10 minus 5 plus 2. I can do my 10 minus 5 and then my plus 2 right after. I don't have to do 5 plus 2 and then my minus 10 after. So these, my division, multiplication, and addition, subtraction, they are together. The first thing I'm going to do is ask myself, do I have any brackets? I'm looking at this equation, I don't see any brackets. Next is exponents. I also don't see any exponents. Now we're going to do division and multiplication together. Do I see any division? Nope. Do I see any multiplication? Yes, I do. I see it right here, 6 times 2. So let's do that. Because I'm not working with our 4 minus 3 plus, I'm just gonna bring it down. So I'm gonna write down 4 minus 3 plus. Now I can solve 6 times 2, which I know is 12. Then I'm going to work my way over to addition and subtraction. Obviously that is the only thing that's left, so I'm going to work my way across the equation from left to right. That means that the first thing I'm going to do is 4 minus 3. So 4 minus 3 is 1. Then I'm going to bring down my plus 12, plus 12. 1 plus 12 is 13. So I know that my answer is 13. Alright, let's try this next equation. I'm just going to keep doing equations that are going to increase in difficulty so that we can see how BEDMAS applies to each one. So first thing is, do we have any brackets? Yes, we do, right here. So I'm going to bring down everything that we're not using. Leave room for my answer. Plus 7. Alright, so we're going to do this one first. 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2 I know is 4. Now I want to make a quick other note over here. So these brackets, they mean multiplication, if you've never seen that before. So this is like, so 4 bracket is like saying 4 times 4. Alright? There's lots of different ways to write multiplication. Sometimes you'll see it as a dot. They all mean the exact same thing. So I'm going to rewrite that as 4 times 4 minus 3 plus 7. And all I did was replace these brackets with the multiplication sign right here. Alright, so next is, do we have any exponents? No, we don't. So I'm going to move on to division and multiplication. I don't see any division. I do see multiplication right here. So let's solve that. 4 times 4 is 16. And I'll bring down the rest of my equation, minus 3 plus 7. Now we are on to our last one, addition and subtraction. I know that that's all I have left. I'm going to move left to right. So 16 minus 3 is 13 plus 7. So 13 plus 7 is 20. So I know that my answer for this equation is 20. Alright, let's try this equation. First things first, do we see any brackets? Yes, we do. We see them right here. Alright, so let's try this out. I'm going to bring down my 2 because we're not working with it right now. And as well as the rest of my equation, leave room for my answer. Plus 3 times 2. Alright, so 8 minus 5 I know is 3. And that is all the brackets that we have. Now I'm going to move on to our exponents. So exponents, do we have any? Yes, we do. We have them right here. So bring everything down, 2. Okay, so 3 to the power of 2. 3 to the power of 2 is like saying 3 times 3, like I said at the beginning of the video. So 3 times 3 I know is 9, plus 3 times 2. And I'm going to rewrite this 2 brackets 9 as 2 times 9 plus 3 times 2, because this 2 bracket 9 is equal to 2 times 9. Alright, now do we have any division and multiplication? Yes, we do. We have multiplication right here and right here. So let's solve that. 2 times 9 is 18. Bring down my plus, and 3 times 2 is 6. And our answer is 18, 24. All right, and there is our answer. I forgot to highlight that. There we go. Yeah, so there's our answer, 24. All right, this is going to be our last equation that we try. So let's work this out. Brackets. Yes, we do have brackets. But look at this. We have 2 operations in our brackets. So what we have to do is BEDMAS inside of BEDMAS. So I'm going to take this bracket over to the side here. And I'm going to follow BEDMAS for the inside of this bracket. The first thing I see is multiplication, and I also see subtraction. So I'm going to do my multiplication first. 6 times 3, which is 18, minus 8 is 10. Okay, so let me bring this over here actually. So when I rewrite this, it's going to look like this. It's going to look like 10 to the power of 2 minus 75 plus 5. Alright, next is exponents. Do we have any exponents? Yes, we do, right here. So 10 times 10, because remember, this 10 to the power of 2 is saying 10 times 10. 10 times 10 is 100. Minus 75 plus 5. Do we have any multiplication or division? We actually do not in this equation. So we're going to move on to addition and subtraction, which we do, obviously. So I'm going to work from left to right. 100 minus 75 is 25. Plus 5, equals 30. So there is our answer, 30. And that is all for today, everybody. I hope that you have an amazing day, and if you would consider liking and subscribing to help grow this wonderful channel of mine, I would greatly appreciate it. Have an amazing day, everybody. Bye!